What's up, everybody? It's Sam from Sounds Like Sam and Bullseye Fantasy. Today we're going to be doing a mock draft 10-team PPR. I got my friend and fellow fantasy enthusiast, writer, Jason here.
This is actually my first mock draft in a long time, so I'm definitely going to have my draft will definitely not be perfect, but why not? Why not start now?
The draft order is up. I am drafting 9th. Jason is drafting 7th.
I should be.
Round 1.
All right, so here we are. The first round is up. First player taken off the board, of course, Christian McCaffrey. That's really no surprise. Exactly. Maybe, Jason, tell us a little bit about what your strategy is going to be for this mock draft.
So this is actually my first mock draft of the season, like I mentioned. Looking to draft a couple running backs early on. My quarterback pretty late. If I had to predict, I'm going to be loading up on running backs and receivers right now. I'll take over, I guess. Kamara just got taken off the list. That was probably going to be my next pick, but recent news right now showing that he might be going for a holdout. Derrick Henry was very good for me last year, but in terms of PPR, I might stay away from him. I'm going to go with D. Henry, my guy from last year. He was really good for me in my standard league, but I'm just a big fan of him in general. So D. Henry, number 1.
Boom. All right, who are we taking? I'm going to draft Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I know I said I wasn't going to, but here we are again. So
here we go.
We're going to take a chance. I love Clyde Edwards-Helaire as a player. Like the division, it's not super difficult. This guy, he's compared to this guy. He was an Eagles running back, second best running back in fantasy football ever. And I'll have to remember the name and put it up on here, but he looked exactly like him. So, I mean, in terms of running styles. So, yeah, I have to just go check it out.
Round 2.
This puts me in a really tough position because I was going to draft a wide receiver right now. However, I got some sweet deals with Nick Chubb and Josh Jacobs. So here's the contemplation. Will I switch it up and go with someone else? I think, as much as I don't want to, I think I have to. I'm going to go with Josh Jacobs. I got to.
There you go.
Have to.
That's a good pick right there. And
I like the pick.
I am now on the clock. Yeah, I definitely wanted to start off with one running back, one receiver, but I think I'm going to go with a running back again. And it's hard to argue. It's hard to argue Nick Chubb, so I'm just going to go with a very nice 1-2 punch of Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Round 3.
I'm definitely going to be looking towards a wide receiver right now. I'm thinking right now, George Kittle is looking awfully tempting, but right now I'd probably have to go with Mike Evans. All right, so it looks like those two guys I was just talking about are gone. I think DJ Moore might have a good year, but probably, I guess I'm going to go with DJ Moore.
That's a good pick.
I was thinking about Thielen, but right now, I think DJ Moore will have a better year next year. So
I think he could too. That was a good pick. I like that. I have to say, I really do like Allen Robinson, because I was looking at his draft stuff and he could be really good. The other guys, Adam Thielen, but I don't think I'm gonna get him if I auto draft. So I'm gonna go Adam Thielen. Frick it.
Oh, nice.
Oof.
I would have taken Thielen as well.
Round 4.
What are my choices at position? Let's see. Tight end. What is this? The 4th round? Nah, I'm gonna wait. I need another wide receiver. Amari Cooper. No. Cortland Sutton. He is the number 1. I don't know. He's a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 1. Robert Woods is really consistent. I do need kind of consistency, but I think Thielen should provide that early on. Oh, I actually do like Keenan Allen. That's a good pick. All right, I'm going to take Keenan Allen. Go a little out of my way for him. It's a little risky pick, but I don't mind that at all.
So next guy, I'm going for a wide receiver also. Cortland Sutton, Calvin Ridley, A.J. Brown, Not too hot on those guys. Only guy I'm considering right now, Cortland Sutton, Robert Woods. Lockett was pretty good last year also, but I think I'm going to go right now. I'm going to have to go Cortland Sutton. Just
Interesting.
the best player right there, I think.
These guys, the most consistent guy is probably going to be Robert Woods in terms of just weekly production. AJ
Mhm.
Brown might be pretty good next season too. The other guy I like as well is, Terry. I think he could have the biggest season out of all these guys.
Terry
Just 'cause
McLaurin. Yeah.
yeah, he could make a really big difference for that Washington team. At the same time, he is a little bit risky. The other guy I really am liking this year, DK this year, like I really do. Like
He's going to have a big year.
he's gone big. I really liked his connection he had with Russell Wilson at the end of the season, and honestly, I think I could see him translating.
Round 5.
I am thinking about a tight end right now. So a lot of these wide receivers down here I still like. And the running backs, Le'Veon Bell, I think will have a much better year. Devin Singletary.
It's interesting
boy.
because all these guys have been like, nobody really knows where they're going with them. So,
So we're going to go Le'Veon Bell.
dang, I would have tried to get that. All right.
Just because I'm a Jets guy and I think he's going to bounce back. I was tempted by some of the other wide receivers down there, but
That's not a bad option at all. I like that pick. I'm going to go
Darren
Darren Waller. I'm going to go Darren.
nice. I was thinking about him too.
Probably I should have gone somebody else, but that is what I did. So here we are again.
Round 6.
I think he's going to have a good year.
Running back, DeAndre Smith. I do really like Kareem Hunt. David Montgomery isn't a bad option either. Let's see the wide receivers we got. Good news is I don't have to pick any tight ends and worry about that. So that's good.
That's good.
Bad
Yeah.
news is I'm not really liking anybody I see. Although, flex-wise, DK or Terry? Scary Terry or DK? Oh, so much.
Oh, man.
But I kind of need a running
Standard,
back.
I'd definitely do. Standard, I'd do DK, but
Kareem. Whew.
ooh,
Coming in
just
hot.
time.
You know, you could. I mean, honestly, you could probably wait for a tight end, but I guess if you can always go for it. Like,
I need a tight end, but I don't really like a lot of these guys here. Evan Ingram, I think, is no offense or anything. He's just let me down way too many times. I'm not touching him. I'm going to go with DK Metcalf right there.
that's a good pick. I like
I think
that.
that's a good pick right there. Loaded
I do-
with 3 wide receivers and 3 running backs right now.
I do really like that pick of DK. I would have done the same thing. I was thinking about it. I was almost about to pull the trigger, and I was like, no, I got to try and get a good tight end.
Round 7.
Back at it with another pick. These picks are coming in hot and fast.
Everyone's on auto.
Yeah, once again, no to Evan Ingram. I know a lot of people like him. I just don't. He's probably going to be a good player. Tyler Higbee, I like a lot better. But right now, I'm actually open to any position. Actually, I'm going to have to go tight end. He's going too fast for me. I'm going to do Tyler Higbee. That might be a little early, but I like him as a tight end.
I do need a wide receiver. As much as I like Tyler Boyd, he's in a tough division. And AJ Green's been super injury prone. I do need another wide receiver. I'm going Michael Gallup. He's probably the true
Nice.
wide receiver 1 for the Cowboys. I do really like that pick.
Round 8.
The other guy I would consider is Marquise Brown. I don't even mind Stephon Diggs. I think he could be a really good guy this year too. Although I got to go a little bit wide receiver heavy. Maybe take a chance. I'm going to draft Marquise Brown.
So you ended up so who did you get? Sorry.
I got Marquise Brown and Michael Gallup.
All right. So I'm going to go with likely another wide receiver also. So I'm going to go Debo. My
Interesting.
next one.
I'm not super high on Debo, which is kind of funny.
I'm not really either, but he's the wide receiver that I like the most, I guess.
Gotcha.
Right now.
Round 9.
So I'm just going to keep loading up on my running backs and receivers. I'm going to go Latavius Murray.
Oh wow, that's
just in case Kamara is no bueno.
I do like
Yeah.
that pick. I would have done the same thing actually. Where are we at? 9? Although that is really early for him. That is the only thing I will
It
say.
is early, but I guess it's a mock.
As much as I don't like Matt Ryan, I actually really do like him as a bounce back candidate. He's had huge years in the past. I don't have a
Yeah,
quarterback yet.
definitely.
Let's just put it in.
Round 10.
We're up
You
again.
can definitely put points on the board. That's for sure.
Yeah, and then later I'll just pick up another guy that's like a boomer bust. I'm gonna go J.K. Dobbins. Dang it. Whatever. All right. I do like Zach Moss a lot though, so that was a tough
They
choice.
force you to take that one. Did you
No,
not
I
take it in time?
no, I took it. I just was a.
All right, sweet.
I don't hate the pick, but I'm also not huge on drafting rookie. I should have taken Zach Moss, just because I think he does have the opportunity to take over as the lead back there. And although the Ravens are a huge running team, I'm just thinking this year that the Zach Moss is going to be very good for the Bills. He could take over as the number one guy for them. He's someone nobody's really thinking about. And you drafted one of my guys. Dang it. Okay.
And yes, I took
Alrighty.
Preston Williams right there. But that honestly, I kind of just panicked.
Round 11.
I do need a quarterback, so I'm probably just going to do that right now because I've been putting it off. But really, none of these guys are really too thrilling for me. Carson Wentz,
Injured.
he is
Just to let
injured.
you know, yeah. But I guess you can
I'm-
go for him if you want.
No, I'm gonna go. Not Josh Allen. I'll do Drew Brees. He's a steady pick. I don't know if he's gonna start my whole year, but we'll just go with him for now.
I don't like Curtis Samuel. You can go get him if you want. I don't like Alexander Madison. Don't like Tony Pollard. I really do like Hardman. But I
Mhm.
also really like Jerry Jeudy. And I like Justin Jefferson. It's a tough position to put me in. I'm going to what round is it? 11th? I'm going to have to go. I think I'm going to have to go with Jerry Jeudy. I would have gone with
I see.
Cole. That's tough.
Round 12.
Oh, I'm up
Yeah.
again. Okay. I can grab another one, actually. Sweet. But at the same time, I probably fudge. I'll just leave it as I do really like Justin Jefferson because Cole is also a wide receiver 3 right now. But if either of those, either if Sammy Watkins or Tyreek or someone else gets injured, Cole Hardman is next on that highly elite offense. He gets 50 receptions. He's getting over 1,000 yards. I'm going Cole Hardman. Let's go.
Nice. I would have done the same thing right there. None of these guys are really jumping out at me, so I'm gonna go all the way down. Possibly Brashad Perriman, just because of the Jets connection, but he could also be the number one receiver on that team because Jamison Crowder is not really a number one guy. He's kind of their slot guy. CeeDee Lamb, I just kind of liked watching. I'm probably, just for right now, I'm going to do Brashad Perriman, Jets connection. Who knows how he'll do this year, but we'll
Interesting.
try him out. We'll try him out at least.
I like
Give him
that
a shot.
pick.
Round 13.
Although I will say I actually do really like the Jamison Crowder pick. I think he is their number one wide
He
receiver
should be
this
their
year.
number one guy, yeah.
And for
But,
PPR, he could easily get over 90 receptions, which is huge. He could be one of those guys who gets over 100 receptions and only has 900 yards.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. That
I-
definitely could be him.
I remember he had a
all right.
similar game when he had 14 he was like the only receiver in history to have 14 receptions and have under 100 yards.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But it
Yeah.
was hilarious at the same time. So, and that was all
Oh,
in one game.
It's hilarious. All right. All right.
I think Miller's interesting. Okay.
Oh boy. All right. I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm just stacking up on receivers at this point.
Actually, I'll draft Leonard Fournette just in case. That's not a bad pick. I bet you he's going to sign with a team. I just
Yeah,
don't
he
know
will.
who. Shoot.
Yeah.
I usually like to draft with my last pick for my
LSU
bench,
guy.
an LSU wide receiver, but I picked a former LSU running back who was a former first-round pick.
Round 14.
All right, let's see what we got on quarterback. I do really like drafting kickers a little bit early just because those are guys who, if you do are in a kicker league, They score a lot, and if this consistent guys can help you do really well. It's always hard, I think, to draft or to stream a kicker. It's just easier to draft a kicker who's consistent rather than get a guy who's not. And a lot of them are
Definitely.
consistent, but they're like more like 8 points. Whereas if you get like the number one guy,
Round 15.
who, in my opinion, I kind of just did, besides Harrison Butker, or even I also go with Will Lutz. I think the question was going to be the number one defense or the number one kicker first, and I would rather draft the number one kicker first. Now at this point, I'm just drafting a quarterback who doesn't have the same bye week. As much as I like all these guys, let's take a chance. Let's draft Joey Burrow. Boom.
Round 16.
Last pick of the draft. I got to go with the defense. Yeah, now I missed out on the really good ones. But as I say, the best defense is always on the waiver wire, so it really doesn't matter. They play in a much easier division than Buccaneers. I'm going to go Vikings. Okay.
Vikings. Yeah. I would have gone them too.
All right.
For my defense, I took the Bills.
It's not
But
bad.
yet again, I could have taken the Bears, but the Bears let me down last year. They were not too good in fantasy, at least, just because of their quarterback situation. My kicker is Harrison Butker. I think that was a good pick. They're going to be scoring a lot of points. Kansas City. So I'm just going to get my last pick is just going to be a backup quarterback. So I'm going to take Cam Newton.
I like
I
it.
think he will have a better year this year, and why not? He could do really well this year. So
That's not bad. I also saw Phillip Rivers was really low on that list. I think Jared Goff could have a really good season, although he's on a really tough division.
Final thoughts.
I thought overall pretty well. I have a nice 1-2 punch with the running backs, D. Henry and Nick Chubb. I like that a lot. DJ Moore, Cortland Sutton are going to be my two starting receivers right now. Cortland Sutton's all right, but and because I don't really rate Drew Lock that well right now, but I think he could have a good year. Le'Veon Bell is my flex. DK Metcalf is going to be one of my bench receivers, but you could definitely start. Tyler Higbee, my tight end. Might have taken him a little early, but he's a solid tight end. Deebo Samuel, Latavius Murray, Preston Williams. These guys are just kind of depth. Could fit into a flex role at some point. Drew Brees will be my quarterback one to start the year at least. And then, just more receivers. Then my defense is the Bills. Harrison Butker is my kicker. He's pretty good. And then Cam Newton is my backup. So overall, I think I give myself a B. I give myself a B on this draft. So
That's I actually have to say I think I'd give that an A-. I really do
Really?
like the look of that team. I think I might even have to send me that that list, and I might draft that team for my my big money draft, because that actually is a really good looking team. If I get this number
it's
7th spot, so
yeah.
that is
all
a good
these
looking
guys
draft.
have the potential to put up numbers. So I was looking for in my depth, just guys I could pretty much any guys I could start, and any of these guys could pretty much start
Agreed.
if they have a good year.
That was the end of the mock draft.
Experience.
The mock draft experience. That's a good
there you go.
title. The mock draft experience with Sam and Jason.
Yep.
See who we picked. Rate, comment which one you like better. Go follow me
Definitely.
at Bullseye Fantasy. All that fun stuff. So, thanks so much for being here, Jason. Really appreciate it.
No problem. It was fun.
Alrighty, well that's it.